Don't you have like 400 family members here?
Yeah. And they're almost all of them donated.
You guys know.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I've done too many videos to count about Serena Williams. While I think she used to be an attractive, gorgeous chocolate specimen, now she just become a spectacle. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she's bleaching her skin, but she's not my complexion. So the fact that she's walking around here with bright orange skin, I don't know if women hit their mid 40s or middle age and they become delusional, or she's trying to appease to this clear husband she got. Clearly he's not paying her no mind. I have reason to believe, just like Gabby Sidibe, they're not there authentically. I think they scheming and beaming. Now, to his credit, he was worth a little bit of coin, but considering she was worth $195 million and bro was only worth 1.4 with Reddit, I think before he sold it, I think he might have sold it and made 10 million. That's a fraction of her net worth. But some women, namely women of color, when they get rich, they become so desperate that they latch on to anything that will latch on to him. It's ironic because it's like chicks that used to look like her, I ain't gonna say look like her now, because I wouldn't look twice at her if she walked past me, but chicks that used to look like how she used to look, I would have to make more money than God to get their attention. But this man is able to look like a soggy food stamp, skid mark, and pull the attention of a woman worth $195 million. I know her dad must be rolling around in his grave. If he's dead, I don't know if he's still alive. And it's crazy because she's from Compton. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. When I say they, I mean her and her sister. Is super weird. She out here looking like the Beauty and the Beast, the TV show that came out in the 80s. I don't even know how you pull that off as a woman. She's lost all body mass. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she's 43? She's not even that old. She's 43. She's lost body mass. Her complexion clearly is another hue. Something's going on. I think maybe she need the Britney Spears treatment. Any black person that bleaches their skin and chops their nose down without provocation, meaning if they don't have the Michael Jackson vitiligo, needs to be admitted into psychiatric counseling and evaluated. In any event, if y'all like my episode, you know what to do. You know what? I'm not even going to end this. I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to make this, 3 parts. And then right here we got Halle Berry. I'll just let you hear what she says and I'll come back with commentary.
I have longed for someone to say something to me other than, oh gosh, you're so pretty. I've longed to hear other words. I know I'm more than this. So as I've aged, I've been determined to age gracefully and naturally. I think it's a shame that as women, we're being told that we have to find a way to stay eternally young, forever 30, as though we're not allowed to be human and do what we're naturally born to do. We're born to age and die. But somehow as women, we have to do the unthinkable. We have to figure out a way to do it. And unfortunately, we're turning ourselves into monsters trying to do that. So I'm committed to being a spokesperson for allowing yourself to age gracefully, knowing that you're more than this shell you're walking around in.
That was Halle Berry, crazy ass. And I hate when quote unquote good looking women, I've never really found her particularly good looking. I mean, she's not ugly. She just might not be my taste. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I think Halle Berry is a cool 7. She's not really that smart. I've seen her in interviews several times. It might explain why David Justice wasn't feeling her. How allegedly Wesley Snipes went oops upside her head. The French dude lashed out at her, called her the N-word, took her for child support. It might be a reason. She strikes me as one of these tragic mulatto women that are annoying, too smart for their own good, right? And it's not necessarily a woman thing, but we're just gonna dole it down to a woman thing because this is a woman. But she seems like she's a person that's too smart for their own good. That they're not really intelligent. They like to think that they're smarter than they actually are, and it comes across as annoying when you don't really know shit and you're a pretty face. And the reason that people probably don't address her with more than the fact that she's good looking is because she probably isn't smart. As a person that's mildly attractive, right? Or modestly, however you like to look at it. As a person that's modestly good looking, I always had to have something behind my eyeballs, right? It's for men and women. You got to be smart. If you lean on your looks like a crutch, not a cane, people will refer to you as such. They will confer to you as such. They won't take you particularly like serious. They won't like ascribe to you for higher knowledge, or they won't confer to you for an intellect. I learned that early on when I was like 18, 19. The chicks that I messed with, we didn't have deep and meaningful and intellectual conversations. I'll just say that. It only was until I was 22, 23, I'll say about 23, 24, where I started reading more books. I've always been a reader, but I kind of slacked on that. Dropped out of college. You know what I'm saying? I got back into that. Started, you know what I'm saying, giving my mind the exercise that it needed, because every now and again you got to exercise your brain. Your brain's like any other muscle in your body, and you got to stimulate it, keep it exercised so that you don't slow down, don't become dull or dumb. She doesn't strike me as a person other than reading lines. She actually did any profound studying, soul searching, book reading, none of that shit. And that's probably why no one's actually recognized her for anything other than her beauty, because when you don't have those qualities, people don't search for those qualities in you. It's almost like if you're scrawny and not built, nobody's particularly asking you to pick up heavy shit. Nobody's looking for you to be a bodyguard. Nobody's looking for you to be the protector. However you present yourself on the outside, it's how you feel about yourself inside. So if you're overweight like Lizzo was, nobody's asking you about health tips or diets or workout regimens. That's not your particular lane. So I'm assuming, since nobody actually recognized her for anything other than her beauty, that's not what they like look for in Halle Berry. People that know her probably look for her for money or hanging out or hooking up or drugs. You got to recognize what your strong suits are and what they aren't. A lot of people, too many times, especially women, they go into this thing called life not really knowing what their specialty is. That's keen. You should probably work on that. Not only that, she drifted off into another topic that had nothing to do with people only seeing her as an object, but the fact that women are supposed to stay youthful all their life. That's not true, man. You've been in Hollywood too damn long. The only people that they look for to maintaining some relevancy of youth is people that are actors, namely women, because as you age, the only roles you can pick up is grandma, auntie, old woman, bag lady, stuff like that. Yeah, it's Hollywood. Here in the real world, I know women that have aged. I've messed with women that were in their mid 30s and now they're in their early 50s. They're comfortable and content with aging. Nobody's around them talking about they look old, they're aging. It's not nothing of importance unless you're in entertainment. You probably should step out of the entertainment limelight and get around some real people. Then you won't have that problem. I just read an article the other day where Paris Hilton was talking about she ain't take no Botox, she ain't get no lip injections, no surgeries, no nada, right? She just stayed out of the sun, ate healthy, and worked out. At the end of the day, all you can do is just maintain your youthfulness and take care of your health. If you take care of your health, nobody's particularly giving shit about black women. I mean, look at Angela Bassett. This woman is 66, 67. She looks easily like she's 39. And nobody brings that up. And she's not hurting for a role in Hollywood. So you trying to appeal to this host, right, that look like she's about 45, aging in milk years. It seems like you're detached from reality. You should probably get around the common man and women. These are things that concern us, nor do we give a shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm 41, so there's periods of time here or there where like I reflect on my past when I was more youthful. But at the end of the day, it's not necessarily a matter on if you're older or younger. It's a matter on if you're alive. Just take care of yourself as good as you can, feel as good as you can, and live life to the fullest. That's what that means. You're never going to be any particular age for a definitive amount of time. Like, I'm 41. I'm not going to be 41 forever, right? This 42 in a couple months, then 43. The years go by. You get older. You accept it, embrace it. At the end of the day, that's all you ever can do, is to live your life, not like a number, but as a person. Hope that resonated with some people out there, especially women. In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.
No.